Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 15th of October 2024. So Bitcoin and big tech rip on China QE hopes and cash bonds closed, of course, for the US. 6 trillion yuan is a decent number, but nowhere near what they did in the past. So here we go again. Now, we're going to see this in the US as well going forward. But we're going to go back to QE and the stock markets will continue to keep going north. It's just insane. It is really insane what's going on at the moment. Tech rally sees S&P close at record highs on Columbus Day. So government organisations are closed. Stock market goes up. And Kashkari says more modest cuts appear appropriate in interest rates. Waller keeps his options open. Soft China inflation and trade data. Disappointing charge at MOF. Fiscal update. And what else have we got in there? Anything else? No, it's all about China. Apart from Israel says it will carry out a strong position as far as an attack is concerned and retaliation. So it's unbelievable. It really is. Anyway, other economic news. Claimant count from the UK this morning forecast to be lower, down at 20.2k. Average earnings also 3.8 instead of 4. That helps the government, the new one, for their budget at the end of the month. ZEW economic sentiment and Empire State Manufacturing also out later today. That's an interesting one. The German one shows economic sentiment increasing from 3.6 to 10.2. That's at 10 a.m. So that'll be an interesting one. And then Empire State Manufacturing, you've got the opposite. They had 11.5 last month, dropping down to 3.4. So it won't be long before they start bringing QE back, will it? And keeping the dollar pumped is the goal there. We'll talk about that more when we look at the dollar chart. But let's have a look at the markets. New all-time highs, Dow, DAX and S&P 500. So we'll kick off with the Dow. And in the Dow, you can see the market storming ahead yesterday. Like I say, all government agencies closed, so bonds, etc. were closed yesterday. And we put in a new all-time high of 165, and then 82 overnight. So the market continues to move higher there, which you can see there above yesterday's high on the overnight already. It's just absolutely insane. This market put on, if we just have a quick look at yesterday in points, up to, let's go to the overnight high. We got 457. But what's interesting is when you go back and look at the weekly charts or monthly charts. So look at the monthly chart from last year. This is staggering. This is go back to October 2023 and draw into where we are now. And we are up to nearly 11,000 points in the Dow. 11,000 points up, which is, like I say, it's insane given the backdrop of everything that's going on, the uncertainty. Inflation, we've been through it all before. We know what's going on, but there's nothing to stop this. It's like BlackRock have got complete control of the markets now. This would never happen when I first started trading. The merest hint of war or inflation or any sort of downturn in the economy, the markets just tanked, and they worked how they were supposed to work. There was no artificial propping up of the markets with futures. And now, just look at it. It's a piece of cake to actually manipulate the markets to the upside. So we'll look at the DAX, which also made a new all-time high yesterday. So there you see the DAX making a new all-time high yesterday and also overnight. So we've got 19,595 heading for 20,000. Piece of cake, that is, up to Trump's, I'll say Trump getting in. Whoever gets in, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But we've got 19,595 new all-time high made overnight. The markets are going to love Kamala. They may not like Trump. So again, you're just going to have to wait and see, aren't we? We've got a month anyway to find out. It's 15th of October today. 16th of November is the election for the US candidates. Who knows? Who really knows what's going to happen? We're above yesterday's high in the DAX, so we're just coming back down to it. We're now finding some support. Just gone through it, sitting at the 20 bar moving average there, but there's no end to this either. Again, if you go back and look at the weekly charts, and have a look, see what it's put on since September, when the Japanese bank raised rates. We're up 2,500 points already. And we're getting into Santa rally season as well. Just a matter of a month away. You usually get some pullback in September, October, and then the market goes into Santa rally mode. Well, Santa's come early, because these markets are going to be 20-odd thousand plus for the DAX at this rate, the way it keeps piling on those numbers at the moment. Anyway, let's have a look at the S&P 500, which has also made new all-time highs. So S&P 500, new all-time high, 5872, 6,000, piece of cake to get to, as you can see there. And over the last few weeks it was sideways. We didn't even really pull back that much when we had the Japanese increase in rates. Market then just ignored it. Bit of a consolidation last couple of weeks, and off we go again. And 5872, 30-minute chart shows you the spike up yesterday. The market, compared to the DAX and the Dow, hasn't actually traded above yesterday's all-time high on the overnight, so a bit of weakness there. Meanwhile, in the UK, we remain sideways. This is waiting for the budget on the 30th of October. 30-minute chart just shows it following the Dow and the DAX, but maintaining overall that sideways trading range that it's got itself into there now in the daily chart. So US dollar continues to move higher. We've gone from 100 to 102.95. We've actually gone up to nearer to 103. No stop in the US dollar either. Still don't know what happened with this on during yesterday, where it gapped down and then sort of traded down on Friday, gapped up on Monday. But we'll see. Obviously, it was a matter of getting the market to continue to move up and support the US dollar. All they need to do is mention QE once you've got the interest rates down, and the dollar will be vertical. You can't make it up. You really can't make it up, what you were actually seeing. So anyway, let's have a look at the metals. So the only market that isn't at all-time highs and is still down at $30 when its all-time high is $50 back in 1979-2011 is silver, which is coming in for a hammer in today by the looks of things. It's already started selling off sharply. Expect this to go down to $30 today quite easily by the looks of things. Also watch for the lows to the left as well. It's just drawing some fib retracements. And there you'll see down at 30.27 is the low, but you could probably get down there today, no problem at all. And in the gold market, also pulling back there as well. And in the gold intraday, you can see yesterday they pummeled the price down, and I've done it overnight as well. We're currently at yesterday's low, but this is going to go lower. They want to keep pumping the dollar at the moment, so watch the low to this level here, where it's 2.6. That's all you need to know. 2,600 is where that's going back to as well by the looks of things. And in the gold-silver ratio, well, there's your answer. Gold-silver ratio. Silver obviously being pummeled faster. Is already moving up to 85. Are we going back to 90? Have a retest of this area. We'll wait and see. We haven't got any major economic news this week. We've got CPI from the UK tomorrow, but there's nothing from the US. So they can hammer the price of the metals over the next couple of days for the remainder of the week. Right, let's have a look at yesterday's 2-minute DAX trades. And in the early part of the session, the market was already starting to move up in the pre-market. Cash market opened and then continued just to move to the upside as well, trading up to the R1 and then just continuing until selling came into the market, moved the market back down to the high in the 200 MA, where prices then found support and then traded in a range all the way through. As you can see, retesting the 200 MA again and the high before prices then moved higher. It got to 1 p.m. The US Dow futures started trading, and you'll see exactly how that affects the DAX as well. We'll just get to the 1 p.m. and then you'll see off we go back to the upside as the averages widen there. And then the Dow, as the markets are electronic, for yesterday moves slightly lower. We get a trade there down to the 200 MA. Guess what happens after that? Well, you don't need to, do you? You've seen the daily chart. Market moving up. Another potential short which is not filled. The prices then continuing to trade in a consolidation phase as it heads into the early evening, as the Dow continues to move to the upside along with the S&P 500. And finally, you can see the 2-minute chart there just coming back to the high. I'm sitting there at the moment. It's got to hold this level. If not, then we're likely to see prices move lower. Right, that's it for this one. Let's see how the market pans out today. No major economic news from the US. Geopolitics driving the markets, and of course with assistance of BlackRock, which owns 80+% of the markets now, or controls. Right, that's it. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next.